Hello, dear friends, dear viewers. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where we are. I'm joined by Lucky in the studios, and we have a few points to reflect about, especially concerning how our cultural values determine communication around the business world in which we are. Lucky, you're welcome, and please, over to you.
How do cultural values shape communication styles in business, and how can we adapt respectfully across culture?
Well, that's an interesting question. Cultural values are the ones that really stand at the backbone of who we are, who we have been shaped to be, and what we have been shaped to contribute is a very big determinant to our business success. So, this point in time is coming in light of communication around business, be it online, be it offline. We need to communicate by all means. If we need to do business together, then we need to communicate. And the fact that we were not groomed or we were not brought up by the same way, by the same cultural values, what some people consider to be very good, others may be okay, hesitant, or might not encourage it, depending on their values, and that's totally fine. But when it comes to business, and when it comes to what communication has brought to us as opportunities to do business together as a global humanity, uh, it really calls us to reflect. How do we leverage? How do we maximize the chances that we have to do business through the communication we are having? The opportunity to communicate online, the way to engage online and offline. All those are possibilities that have come with ICT, and it's something we should embrace with both hands. Whether we have the same culture upbringing, we have the same, education, or anything else that might ask us to think differently. But in the interest of business, we need to harmonize. We need to see things in a perspective that brings us close to work together in a way that builds us partnership, a lasting partnership to make things work and work for profit, than be stuck on what we know from our childhood. Because adaptability, just like she asked, adaptability is a very strong determinant again to our success. Some people would be very hesitant to talk on camera, and that's totally fine. Others find it easy to communicate in front of the camera, and that's okay. But while doing your business, what do you think about relating with somebody you see face to face? Definitely, that adds value. What do you think about somebody doing business with someone they have not seen, they have not talked, maybe exchanging communication, and that's it? Some people wouldn't mind, and that's okay. So it's up to you to look at what adds value to your business and how quickly you want to grow your business, or you want to start it. Maybe you want to start. So how quickly this will help you to start or grow your business, that's a very big determinant, and this will tell you how to engage with your business community. So it's very important to look into adaptability. How do I adapt? What do my market need? What does my market need? If your market needs you to engage, online and on camera, you might consider that. If not, you might consider something different. But of course, with the use of internet technology and all these facilities that we have, people prefer engaging with people they see. And probably talking with with you in person, calling you by your name, that is something very determinant, but of course with respect to someone's rights, to someone's preferences. Whatever one prefers to do their own business, we respect it. But of course, as a profit, looking person, you should see what adds value, what brings clients and sustains them, and then that's what you will prefer. So with no prejudice to any cultural upbringing, with no prejudice to any behavior, online or offline, I think this is an opportunity that anyone should take up and consider what gives you, much profit compared, because when you're looking at business, that's what you're trying to think and look at. So with respect to all that, communication across cultures, across generations is very, very important, looking at your interest.
What steps can someone take to build confidence when first appearing on camera for their business?
Well, I think one key important step is to be informed about what you want to share. Be informed on the topics you want to bring across. Do some bit of research, do homework about it. And then when you're coming to share with people, make sure you have, enough information that will get them engaged with what you are saying. That builds confidence, because when you're going to talk to them, you're not fumbling. You're talking to them through a channel you are sure of. You have information you want to share that you have taken time to examine, and you're sure this will contribute so much to their business development and bring growth and profit. And if that's all they are looking for, then you should be confident. When you're talking to them, you should be confident, because that's what they are expecting anyway. So that helps you, knowing what you are saying and having information that it works, because anyone who comes to business is looking for profit. And if you have done your homework, then you should be confident. Coming to speak about something will always give you a credit. We always give you, confidence to step forward without hesitation, because you're sure you are talking the right thing. So to me, I think it's very, very important to know what you are saying. Number two, who are you talking to, and what interest this has to them? What profit has this brought to them? If all this is responding to your audience, to your market, then you shouldn't be hesitant. You should share, and you should do it with joy and confidence.
How can digital platforms help bridge cultural gaps in entrepreneurship, and what are some pitfalls to watch out for?
Digital platforms are wonderful spaces to do business from. There are opportunities we have in this era that we need to leverage on. We have to maximize profits based on them, because you have the ease to do business across the globe. So it's something we should do with pleasure, using them. But of course, that comes with its own challenges. Like you named the pitfalls. They are pitfalls indeed. They have come with different perspectives, people understanding them in different ways. Sometimes you put information out there to share about business and calling for leads, and somebody will come in and ask you questions maybe not related to what you're saying. So we see those kind of informations. Some people find, abusive language or information or related to social media bullying. We have seen it. We have seen a number of, on these platforms, we meet a lot of things. But we should look at them, of course, as sources of opportunities, use them very wisely and mind-free, knowing that people come there with different intentions. Some maybe are learning to use them, and in the process, they make mistakes. But to a very large extent, they are very good enablers, business enablers, professional, enablers. They are wonderful spaces to interact with people who have knowledge, skills, and business opportunities to share. So we shouldn't shy away because of a few pitfalls that are in there. Again, we should learn how to be conscious what you're sharing, because whatever you put out there, you are setting up, or you are sharing their digital footprints you're putting across. So make sure you put information that is very good, very harmless, that will be good for consumption to the generations today and the generations to come. So to me, they are really wonderful spaces to do business, to engage, even social networking. Why not? Professional engagement. I mean, they help us do a lot. So they are wonderful spaces which should be used with wisdom, with considerations that they can help us, but also will be useful for the future. So we need to guard them with, with mindfulness, knowing that we are not the only ones using them, but will be even for future consumption.
How do you stay authentic while adapting your business approach for different audiences, whether online or in person?
I would say one thing is very important. Staying authentic is being yourself. Believe in what you're doing, believe in who you are. Don't try to be who you are not. Don't try to live somebody else's dream. Be yourself and contribute meaningfully as you. So this will help you, or will help even other people to resonate with what you're doing, because you're living, a life you tell them about. You don't pretend, you don't show them what you don't do. So I think it's very, very important to avoid any issues related to that. If you're doing things in a clear way, you relate with what you say, whether online or offline, that's very, very determinant to maintaining the engagement with your market. Because it's something you have not staged, it's something you live on everyday life. So to me, staying true to yourself, doing what you can, and being able to share with others what you do in your own way is very, very good, and it is enough, because anyone is enough. You can only improve, but when you come out with what you have, with a product, with a brand, with a communication strategy, I mean, it's good to start with. You can always improve what you have, but start how you are and show up. Just show up the way you are. The truth within you, the uniqueness will be enough to build on for the next, business opportunities, engagements, and, other opportunities along the way. So thank you so much, Lucky, for the questions. They are very nice questions along the business journey. I will encourage our audience to always share a number of topics they want us to come back on, to reflect on. Comment, engage with us if you have more questions, if you have comments, if you have, supplements. We will be very, very, very happy to receive them. And we promise we are going to be bringing more and more discussions, to help our businesses come to life, sustain them, or even expand them to make bigger businesses. So for today, it was around communication across cultures to make our business grow both online and offline. So thank you so much from our team, and bye-bye. See you next time.